No way we lose now.
They're up 7-0, 12 seconds into the game. Early second. Lamar Jackson. You know, Rex, we say he needs a number one receiver. Maybe Rashad Bateman is that guy.
I'll tell you what, he looked at, and then Duvernay played well too, but number 7 looks funny running with it, but man, he could play.
75 yards on that score. Ravens up 14-7. Now they're up 28-14, and then it's Lamar who takes it himself. RC, he had his best game ever yesterday.
He absolutely did. He put on 20 pounds in the offseason, but that does not mean he can't run away from you. Xavier Howard is giving chase. We all know Lamar Jackson is not getting caught.
He threw for 318 yards. He ran for 119 yards. They're up 35-14, but wait. Then Tyreek Hill happened. It's 35-21 when Tyreek Hill somehow gets behind the defense.
So nobody's going to cover number 10. This was another coverage bust by the Baltimore Ravens on the back end. This absolutely cannot happen.
But this one's worse. Rex, this is inexcusable.
But it can, RC. Look, it happened again. That's Tyreek Hill. All right, are you kidding me? That's not Howard Twilley. That is Tyreek Hill, the fastest man in the league.
I may be the only one who gets that reference. 2.5 minutes to go. Ravens 3rd and 9. Jackson, Mark Andrews, he was just that close. Ravens a field goal, 38-35, 2 minutes left. Here we go, Tua. Here's your ball game. Now he needs a drive, and RC, he was ready.
Tua Tagovailoa delivered the entire day, whether it was short, intermediate, or deep down the field, and he was perfect on the last drive.
We didn't see a lot of Jalen Waddle in this highlight, but the Ravens defense saw a lot of them, including that touchdown. A 10-yard score. Dolphins take the lead with 14 seconds left. Now there's 4 seconds to play. Lamar Jackson, one final chance. He's going to buy himself a whole bunch of time, and he's going to toss it in the direction of the end zone. But this was one miracle that would not happen yesterday. The Dolphins hold on, 42-38. Tua, 469 yards and 6 touchdowns. Hey, Tyreek, what'd you think?
Tyreek, when we spoke this week, you said everybody would see the type of quarterback Tua is.
Right.
6 touchdowns today.
Tua had 6?
Yes, he had 6.
Oh, my God. That's lit, bro. Hey, for all you ain't even got to ask me no question on that. For all the haters out there, man, who saying Tua can't do this, can't be that, you know, I really hope you soon jump on his bandwagon, man, because not only is Coach McDaniels going to need a wheelbarrow, he also going to need Tua going to need a wheelbarrow after the season to tote his money, his boatload of money, and also his cocojones.
Look, good for them, you know, and look, if Tua winds up being a great quarterback, maybe Dan Orlovsky, we look back at yesterday and say that's the moment it began, and it has a lot to do, and I know you have some tape for this, with the chemistry he's developing with his new coach.
Yeah, I think it's the moment that Mike McDaniel got named his head coach, Greeny, because he was diabolical yesterday. The mad scientist was incredible at work, and it was the best day that Tua's had in his NFL career. Look at this. So you have that's a fullback in the slot. With that motion, you're leaving 8 guys in the Ravens defense backside. Here comes this little RPO. It's 2-on-2. Kick the ball to Tyreek Hill. That's a fullback lead blocking now because of the way that you used 21 personnel, 2 backs, 1 tight end. That's an easy throw that you get 15 yards on. I love that. This is late in the game. This is brilliant by Mike McDaniel, right? So watch, you're going to bring the motion. That takes man away. Now you're going to slice the tight end. That takes a man away. Everyone pay attention to the clock here. This is incredible clock management. You bust that run, and you're down 38 seconds. Everyone's saying call timeout. No. You already have achieved the goal of getting into field goal range. Let time bleed off the clock, then call timeout. Let 14 seconds go. Now double Tyreek. Tua climbs the pocket. Face mask or higher in the red zone. Face mask or higher in the red zone. That is number 4 in the progression to Jalen Waddle, and that was an incredible job of movement and ball placement by Tua. But the fact that Mike McDaniel, they ran almost half of their plays yesterday, pass game-wise, were in 21 personnel. And RC and Rex know this. That's 2 backs, 1 tight end. But it certainly does not look like traditional 21 personnel with like 2 backs lined up in I formation. He's using these guys pieces-wise all over the field. And I'll say this about Tua. First time that I've seen him, coach calls a play and it's there, you got to hit it. Coach calls the play and it's not there, check it down. Defense wins the rep, I need you to go above the X's and O's, and he did it almost every single time. a masterful performance by Tua and Mike McDaniel.
No question about it. Yeah. And I mean, all the credit in the world. That's a great tape to show you with all the clock management issues we see people have. I do think we need to spend 1 second saying, how in the world do the Baltimore Ravens of Rex Ryan and Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and all that, how in the world did they give up a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, we would have beat the hell out of that team and would have finished it. It's the truth. All right, I can promise you one thing certainly wouldn't happen, that Tyreek Hill would go deep on you. All right, here's the crazy thing, statistic. They gave up 2 receivers had over 175 yards receiving. Yeah. How the heck does that happen against any terrible defense, let alone the Baltimore Ravens?
But Rex, you're one of the greatest defensive coordinators of all time. I'm just a fan. And even I'm sitting here saying, how in the world are you allowing the receivers behind your defense in that fourth quarter?
No, it's impossible. And it just tells you right now that they don't know what the hell they're doing. Schematically, there's something wrong with this team, and they have a lot of players individually. They got Marcus Peters, you got the kid from New Orleans, Williams, you got all these guys. Humphrey, that's 3 Pro Bowlers in the back end. Why the hell aren't you playing better? And to me, it's like they're busting coverages. Communication is bad. They can't finish games anymore. It used to be we're up, just like Ryan too. We'd be up 7 points, game, set, match, done. They're up 21 and lose this game. So to me, look, I question going into this game, would Greg Roman have the answers for their defense? He did. He passed it with flying colors. However, their defense, this new hotshot coordinator, is terrible.
Well, they waste the best performance of Lamar Jackson's career. So it then begs the question, are the Dolphins legit? They're 2-0. They get Buffalo next week. What do you think?
No, I believe the Dolphins are legit because I think they can play defense better than what they played yesterday. And we've been waiting on Tua Tagovailoa. Even if you go back to the film from last week, he wasn't great. He throws 2 interceptions in the first half, both to Marcus Williams, and they result in points. Yesterday, he showed intestinal fortitude. He showed guts. And that's what we needed to see from Tua Tagovailoa, that when it wasn't always going great, how do you rebound? How do you respond? And yesterday was as much about his play on the field as his leadership and his toughness. And I think when you have that, it goes a long way. But the Buffalo Bills are still the premier roster in the AFC.
Again, Dan is in Buffalo. We'll have Bills-Titans tonight on ESPN, and we'll see. And then the showdown next week. I forgot to mention off the top of the hour that we are at the Seaport. We are brought to you by Chase. I was lost in my Jets euphoria. In the meantime, Sunday Night Football last night. If you didn't stay up late, here's what you missed. Game of the night, Bears and Packers. Aaron Rodgers off the terrible struggles in Week 1. Now he's taking on Chicago, the renewal of the oldest rivalry in the NFL. And then early, RC, sneaky Bears with a little tricky play.
Listen, if you're the Bears, you got to find ways to create separation in offense. And this is also smart by Justin Fields to take the open receiver, not just throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, it's Equanimous St. Brown, a gain of 30, and then they take it down, and then it's Fields taking it into score.
We saw this speed when he ran at his 4-4 at Pro Day, and now he gets it into the end zone, sneaks it into the corner.
So the Bears had a 7-3 lead, but from there it was all Packers. Here's Sammy Watkins taking it over the middle, but as they switch sides here, start of the second quarter, Rex, this game was a lot about Aaron Jones.
Yeah, it really was. And if the Packers are going to have the season they want, he's got to be a huge factor.
That's the first Lambeau leap of the season, and here comes the second, still in the second quarter. This actually goes as a pass because it's a forward lateral to Jones. 17-7 Green Bay. Jones had a 1 touchdown receiving, 1 rushing, 132 yards for him. Then it's Rodgers for Randall Cobb. That's one of the really pretty plays of the day for 20 yards. And then welcome back Allen Lazard, RC. They missed him last week.
Watch him slow off the line here, uses his body, gets inside, easy throw and catch for Aaron Rodgers, Allen Lazard. Everybody get a little yak. Where's Marcus Spears when you need it?
Yeah, the Bears fans need a little yak as this game went on, especially after they saw this one. 24-10, they're down. They got a real chance to get themselves back in the game. Look, they're midway through the fourth quarter, and Justin Fields just scored a touchdown. No, he didn't. Hold everything. Take another look. The knee is down short of the pylon. 4th and goal. They sneak it from the shotgun.
Yeah, awful. A quarterback lead here out of gun. This isn't 3rd and 5. This is on the goal line, man. If you want to run sneak, I get it. That's fine. But do it from underneath center. Now my back